Let us now study the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. See, an electron is in an orbit around the nucleus. Okay, it's in a circular orbit. Let's imagine it's a circular orbit, the first shell. Okay, so when the electron is in the orbit like this way, okay, it's in a circular orbit, and let this be the radius here, that is r. Okay, and then it also has a velocity there. Okay, let's take the velocity in this direction here. So the electron goes in an orbit there, okay, around the nucleus, and due to this orbit it also has a magnetic moment. Okay, so let's see this now. I'll draw the side. I've drawn the same picture only here. Okay, now you see, so radius is r, and then the velocity was v here. Okay, then you can see there's a magnetic moment associated. Okay, magnetic moment is there, and then we also have angular momentum. So the angular momentum goes like this way. Okay, L stands for the angular momentum. Okay, and then opposite to this we have the magnetic moment, that is mu. Okay, mu stands for magnetic moment, L stands for the angular momentum. Okay, they are opposite each other. Now you see, we know that the formula for angular or magnetic moment. Okay, this magnetic moment, that's equal to I into A. If you write vectors, you write this way. Okay, so magnetic moment is equal to current into the area. Okay, so we learned that now. Loop is like current carrying loop behaves like a magnetic dipole. Okay, so one part will become north pole, other part down becomes the south pole. So if you take this way, but if you don't take any vectors, we get like this way. That is mu L is equal to I into A. Now you must find what is current and what is the area. So current we know. So let's write this as equation number 1 first. Okay, so current formula, that is I is equal to Q by T. That we know, I is equal to Q by T. Current means what? The number of charges flowing per unit time. This we know. Now what we know, what charge is going around this thing? The electron is there. Okay, there's an electron. The electron goes around the nucleus. So electron has a negative charge. So in this equation, we have I is equal to minus E by T. Okay, here charge is minus E. That is a charge of electron. So let this be equation number 2. Then let's see this orbit here. The electron goes in a circular orbit. Okay, the area of this orbit will be, area is equal to pi r square. Okay, now it's like capital R also. This capital R, so we'll write capital R square. Okay, so that's the area here. Then because it's a circle, okay, area of circle is this one. We also know that speed, formula for speed is distance by time. Okay, speed is equal to distance by time. So speed, that is v, is equal to distance. You see the electron travels a full orbit here. That is circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle is given by 2 pi r. Time is t. Okay, our aim is to find this t here. So what you do, cross multiply and interchange. So we cross multiply, interchange. What we get for time? We get here time is equal to, see that 2 pi r by this v comes down now. So right here v. Okay, let this be equation number, say, 3. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to substitute this equation 2 in 1. Okay, so substitute equation 2 in 1. Okay, substitute equation 2 in 1. Let's see what we get. So we get here mu L is equal to, instead of I we write here is minus E by T into A. Okay, see what it is, I've taken this and substitute here. Now substitute the value of T and the substitute the value of A also. Okay, let's do that now. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to substitute equation, so or before that we'll write this equation number 4. Okay, substitute equation this 3. Okay, that's the value of T in equation 4. Okay, just substitute the value of T here. So what you get is mu L is equal to minus E by, instead of T what you write is 2 pi r by V, okay, into the area. So next we will substitute the value of area. Okay, substitute the value of A. Okay, we're going step by step, so it's easy to understand. Okay, now let me rub out this part here. So let us substitute the value of A here. Okay, I have not rubbed the picture because the picture we need it afterwards. Okay, so let's substitute in C. So we get here mu L, that's a magnetic dipole moment, is equal to minus E by 2 pi r by V into area. Area is, we learned that is pi r square. That is area of a circle. Okay. So now what happens is this pi and pi will cancel. R and the square will cancel. Okay. So denominator we have 2 and this V is enough. V goes up here. So we get here minus E. V goes up. So EV and then R was there. R by 2 was there. Okay. So minus EVR by 2. So this gives us the magnetic dipole moment. Okay. So let this be here. Now what we do is we now need to see the angular momentum here. Okay. So I said L means the angular momentum. So let us see the angular momentum. What does it mean? Okay. So let me write here angular momentum. The angular momentum stands for L. L is equal to, we learned that in 11th, it's R cross P. Okay. So angular momentum is a vector quantity. It's equal to radius vector into the momentum vector. P means momentum. L means angular momentum. R means radius. P means the momentum. Okay. So we know that A vector dot B vector, that is AB sin theta. Okay. So if you write or expand this, okay, A vector cross B vector is equal to AB sin theta. Okay. R vector and momentum vector, okay, they take the sign 0 the same. Okay. So we get here AB. So we get here L is equal to RP will get. Now P stands for momentum. Okay. So we know that momentum P is equal to M into V, mass into velocity. Substitute here. So write that MV front also. So we get here MVR. Okay. So this step we get. Now what do we do? Now we have to find what is mu L by L, the magnetic moment by the angular momentum. Okay. So mu L by L. Let's divide this and see. Okay. So what you get is minus EVR by 2. I'm taking this quantity and writing here. Okay, 2 will write bigger. Divided by L. L stands for MVR. So now what will cancel? M won't cancel, sorry. M is there. V and V will cancel. R and R will cancel. And 2 will come down. Okay. M is there. M won't get cancelled. So we get here. That will be equal to minus E by 2M. Okay, that is the value of mu L by L. Okay. So we get this now. Now what is L mu L from this? Okay. So if you see, I'll write separately. So from this mu L is equal to L will go up now. Minus E into L by 2M. Okay. This will use it after some time. Okay. So let's substitute the values here and find what's the value of mu L by L. Let me erase the left side. So let me substitute the values and see what we get for mu L by L. Okay. So mu L by L is equal to minus E. I'm just taking the magnitude only. Okay. We're just using the numbers, so don't need the minus sign. So the value of E, that is the charge of an electron, will be 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Okay. That's the value of charge of an electron, divided by 2 into this value, that is mass of electron, that will be 9.11 into 10 power minus 31. Okay. So when you solve this, we get the value that is equal to 8.78 into 10 power 10 coulomb per kilogram. Okay. Coulomb per kilogram. So this will be the value of mu L by L. This value you must remember. Okay. This value is also called as a gyromagnetic ratio. Called as the gyromagnetic ratio. It connects the magnetic moment and the angular momentum. Okay. Now let us see what is L means. Okay. L means the angular momentum. There's another formula for L. L is equal to N into H cross. Okay. This symbol is called as H cross. So in this thing, N is a number. Okay. Number of orbits there. And H cross means what is H by 2 pi. Okay. So we got step now. So let me, okay, that's equation 4. Let us write this as equation 5 and this is equation number 6. Okay. Substitute equation 6 in 5. Substitute equation 6 in 5. So what we get is, let's substitute and see, in that mu L. Okay. So we get mu L is equal to minus of E by 2m. Instead of L, what we have is nh by, and then here, sorry, that's 2m. So 2 pi. Okay. 2 pi. Already m was there. So now we will just rearrange and write this. Okay. Let me rub out that side. Okay. Let us now take the magnitude only. We not take the minus sign. Okay, because we need numbers only. Okay. Let us rearrange and write this. So get here mu L is equal to, n comes first, n e h. I'm just rearranging and writing this. Okay, divided by, here 2 2s are 4, and then pi, and then m. Okay, 4 pi m, you can rearrange, right? Now substitute the values here. See, n means what? The principal quantum number, we say. Okay, the first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, we say n to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then E means the charge of electron, H means Planck's constant, pi is 3.14, m is the mass of an electron. Let's substitute the values and see. Okay, so n I'll write as it is, n. Okay, we can substitute whatever value we need. Then E means the charge of an electron, that is what it is, 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Okay, coulomb we need not write. Okay, we'll use calculations only. H means Planck's constant, that is 6.63 into 10 power minus 34. Okay, divided by 4, pi that we take as 3.14 into mass of electron, that will be 9.11 into 10 power minus 31. Okay, when we solve this and see, we get the value, that is n into, you can see 9.23 or 27, sorry, 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 we'll get. Okay, and then ampere meter square. Okay, this will be the value of mu L. That means, okay, the magnetic moment. Now what we do, we'll take here, if n is equal to 1, okay, one condition we'll take. If n is equal to 1, what happens is this term multiply, you get here mu L is equal to, will become as 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 ampere meter square. So if you see, this value is the minimum value. Okay, so we can write as mu L minimum. We take as one quantity called as mu B. Okay, so this means Bohr magneton, we'll say. Okay, so what's the value of mu B? Okay, mu B will be equal to, so this value, n becomes 1 here. So we get here EH by 4 pi m. Okay, this is the value of mu B, we say, and number also is noted. Okay, this is mu L, this is the lowest value. Okay, or the magnetic moment of one electron. Okay, or the first orbit. This is called a special value called as Bohr magneton. Okay, this is a very important thing. So Bohr magneton, they can ask in one words also. What's the value of Bohr magneton? Okay, they may give options there. So this one you must remember. So this Bohr magneton is used to measure the atomic magnetic moments. Okay, so we can measure the magnetic moment of one atom also. Okay, using this quantity. So you must remember this number. Okay, and this value also you must remember. Okay, this is the value of Bohr magneton, or the magnetic moment for the first orbit. Okay, thank you for watching.